Welcome, everybody. I'm Chris Parton here for American Songwriter, and we are backstage at day 2 of the 2025 Pilgrimage Music and Cultural Festival in Franklin, Tennessee. And there's a lot going on today, a whirlwind of activity back here. We just saw a drum line walk through, and right now we're talking to Young the Giant. Guys, how's it going?
It's good.
What's going on? How is day 2 of this festival treating you?
It's great. The weather's standing up. It's pretty beautiful. We woke up on the bus and got some good food and walked around. Been a part of music already, so it's been great.
Yeah. Good vibe here. Well, I mean, you guys have been to a million festivals now, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wonder, are you guys festival heads? Do you like festivals, or are you more of like a standalone show?
I love festivals in terms of playing them.
Yeah.
The first festival I ever went to was Sasquatch up in Pacific Northwest. I think the other guys maybe had gone to it one, but we had played it, and I absolutely love being able to see so many amazing artists in one day. It's incredible. I did get. I didn't want to just take up so much time, but I did get stung by a bee on stage. While performing, and it stung my hand.
Oh my goodness!
So we've had some great, and I was wearing a leather jacket that had an American flag on the back. But we've had some incredible festival experiences. This is a beautiful one. We're excited for all the music and to be a part of it. Yeah,
what would you say is the vibe so far? There's a million festivals these days. So
I would say that being where it's located, Franklin, Tennessee, there's a lot of amazing country, Americana, bluegrass music.
Totally.
We're playing in front of John Mayer, which is awesome, the first for us. Yeah. We have some friends that are playing today. Christina Vane, an incredible kind of blues guitar player, singer-songwriter, who we've known for years. So, it's just a really amazing, diverse lineup, but also really cool to be a part of something that has that those deep roots in country and Americana music.
Yeah, there really is a cool mix for sure. Okay, tell me about festival essentials, especially for Pilgrimage Fest. What do you think people need to bring to get through these 2 days?
All right, so festival essentials, I think sunglasses, some SPF, and a good attitude. Those are my 3 essentials.
I would recommend a tour bus, if at all possible.
Yeah.
My first festival was Coachella 2008. I woke up in a tent at 7 o'clock. It was already 100 degrees, and the doors don't open until 2. I blacked out from heat exposure before seeing a single band. No alcohol involved whatsoever.
Really?
And now, it's quite warm for me. I'm Canadian, so I'm going to go back to our lounge, which is at like 56 degrees, and cool down before I have to come back out and sweat all over again.
Okay, yeah, man, I understand. It is hot today. This could be in August, though, so it's not that bad, right?
Oh, yeah.
No rain.
Okay, like you mentioned, you're playing the main stage ahead of John Mayer. What is it like for you guys when you kick into like that first chorus of My Body? Even after all these years, you got the crowd into it. What's it feel like?
It's obviously validating. There's so much of touring life and performance that I wish people in general had. You have like hype man. You're performing a song that we wrote 15 years ago. We didn't have any idea what it would mean to people. I think, songwriters will say, you write a song and it's like one-dimensional, but the moment that you share it with people and you get their stories infused in it, it becomes something that like lives outside of you.
Yeah.
So that experience is always really validating. And actually tonight, we're going to have Grace Potter join us for that song. So that's going to be a fun one.
That's amazing. She was out yesterday with Maggie Rose. So we've seen her once already, and she's going to be chatting with us in a little bit. So stick around for that.
Tell her we say hi.
Yeah. That's amazing. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what you guys have been up to recently. You just released the EP, Into the Open Volume 1, right?
Yeah.
That implies there's more coming. But tell me about Volume 1 first. Like, what was the idea here?
Yeah, In the Open Volume 1 presumably would mean that we have another volume on the way at some point. But essentially, it's a video series we started doing our first album, and it was just us kind of appreciating America. In a van and trailer, you get to see the country in a way that we don't really appreciate anymore being on a bus. So we were driving through the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, and we were like, this is a beautiful place to perform, and that became a series. And fans have wanted it for a very long time. We also were very intrigued in trying to dress up the songs in different ways. His arrangements obviously can live in so many different worlds, and it's separate from the song itself.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting, and also it's the first time that we own our music, which is insane.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
So that's been a great experience, and yeah, we intend to do that more. But at the same time, we're working on new music as well, and we're pretty close to something that we can announce next year.
That's cool, man. Yeah, there was a lot. I mean, it was kind of stripped down in some places. Have you guys ever done something like that before, more acoustic based or what?
We have had lots of practice over the years playing radio stations. I mean, the start of our career, we'd pretty much every time we'd roll into, we'd go play the local radio station. So we were able to get better and get our chops up. But this was the first time that we'd actually gone into a studio setting and with the intentions of really presenting the songs in their rawest form.
Yeah.
So I think, it was a good test for us, and I feel like we did a good job.
Absolutely.
I've had a lot of people reach out and say that they've, it's a good pacemaker for their day, where it's nice and mellow, something they can listen to and just kind of feel a little bit more grounded than our regular music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think even though we're an indie rock band, we kind of live on the fringes of that, where it kind of works into the folk and mostly folk space. I mean, all of us as songwriters, when we first came up, I think a lot of the things we were talking about, I mean, Elliott Smith was one of my favorite songwriters of all time. And there's something that hits with just like the, not necessarily always the specificity, but just like the emotion behind the lyrics. And I think for us as a band, that's been an appreciation that has just grown over the course of our career.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's cool. The reason I ask is because we're here just outside Nashville, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've been hearing a lot of like alt rock, indie rock influence in the young country artists that are coming out. I wonder if you all have heard that at all or what? It's changing.
I definitely hear it. I think we're in this cross-pollination period of music with all genres, honestly. When we first started, we were kind of pigeonholed into like indie rock, and that's alternative, that's what you're doing. But I will say over the last 15 years, I see hip-hop and there's like indie guitars in there, and like country music is now having that. I think we're just at a point, especially with like the internet and people having access to like, the whole musicology of our existence as humans. Like, people aren't necessarily just drawing from their local community, which might have been the case like 50 years ago. Right. So I think we're in a beautiful spot, and I'm just excited to see what people do with like that access to music.
Now with streaming, I think the boundaries have definitely come down. So let me put you on the spot then. Does that mean, would you guys ever consider doing like a full-on country-esque or Americana type project or what?
Yeah, I think for us, that's not completely out of the question, but I think for us, we're really, just like you mentioned, you're hearing a lot of maybe country artists kind of leaning into an alternative sound. I feel like there's alternative artists leaning into a country Americana sound with the, very prevalent pedal steel in a lot of indie rock music currently and in the last 10 years, 5-10 years. For us, I think we're really, really interested in, in writing great songs. And the way that the song is kind of telling us to dress it, the sounds that we include into those songs and those recordings. A lot of times for us, I think it works best when that dressing up of the song is almost dictated by what the song feels like and is saying lyrically and melodically, etc. But I think we're always really interested in the combination of things. So, for example, one of our songs, Superposition, we use a folk instrument from South America called the charango, which is traditionally played in a very particular way. And we've kind of mixed it with different flavors and different genres into this one song. So we're always very interested as an indie rock band or an alternative band, I think would be a better maybe description, in the sense that the idea of alternative in and of itself is looking for the fusion of multiple different elements to create something new, at least for us. And I think that a lot of people are doing that in a really cool way right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys. All right, well, then what you got coming up next? Like we said, Volume 1 is out. What can we look forward to?
Yeah, Volume 1's out. We are working on, we're finishing up a tour right now. We're finishing it up at Red Rocks. Taking a little bit of time for the end of the year. Fran's about to have his second child, so we're all going to be enjoying that space. And he won't be as much, but he'll be in it. And then next year, there's some really exciting and fun things happening. We are very just excited about what's happening with this new album. A lot of the stuff that we've talked about in terms of the songwriting and where we've gotten to, I think, as a band is we're just excited to share it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, thank you guys for coming out. Have a great show.
Thank you so much. Thank you.